Welcome to the February vlog. Today is actually the 5th of February, and saying that it's actually like 9:30 in the evening, so it's almost the end of the day. I'm just getting into things really. Still working on the same client account that I was working on at the end of last month. Now I'm actually doing email marketing for them. In terms of an update with their ads, we've kind of put out the first set of ads, which are like cold audience campaigns, and they're still currently in the learning phase. So whilst they're in the learning phase, we don't actually make any changes to them. We don't optimize them. We leave them as they are until they come out of the learning phase. Though I'm already starting to see which ads are performing better than the others, but whilst it's in the learning phase, things could potentially change. So we leave things how they are until the ads come out of the learning phase, and then we start to focus on retargeting ads and getting sales in. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of going to be working on. And another thing is, it's my birthday month. My birthday is next week on the 14th. I'm gonna be turning 32. You're probably gonna hear this from me plenty of times during this vlog because I still can't believe that I'm turning 32. Like, where are the years going? They just seem to be flying. It's kind of crazy. But I'm looking forward to this month. I think January was quite fast paced, and I'm hoping that February is a little bit slower. I don't mind if it's fast paced as long as I get to enjoy myself, but I do want it to be a little bit slower because end of January was so intense. I felt like I needed to just get away, and I might do that. I don't know. I don't really have anything planned as of yet for my birthday, but the plan is to get something booked in by the end of this week. So on the weekend, that's kind of what I'm going to prioritize. But for now, I have some ideas, but nothing's booked yet. And of course, whatever I decide to do, I will bring you guys along with me. The one thing that I know I really want to do is enjoy whatever years I'll have left on this earth. So every year when I get older, I want to do something to kind of commemorate me getting older. I've always been quite big on birthdays. I always do something, like even if it's something small. I know that not everybody's into birthdays, but I am. And I didn't do anything crazy for my birthday last year, but I do want to do something fairly exciting. It's not going to be as crazy as my 30th, of course, when I went skydiving in Dubai, but it's going to be exciting, or at least I'll try to make it exciting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this month. I think it's going to be a fairly fun month. Busy, but fun. I'm just hoping that I get a chance to actually relax on my birthday and just like take some time off and just breathe, because I feel like I've not really been able to do that over the last week or so. I'm excited to be getting older. I'm excited to know what I get up to as well. Fun, productive, and well. What more could you ask for from this vlog? It is currently almost 2:30 a.m. and I literally just checked into the hotel like a few hours ago around. It was about 10:30 by the time I got in. As you can tell, I am quite tired. I've had a bath. Well, I had a shower and I had a bath. I had a nice soak, and that soak really relaxed me. I used a Lush bath bomb, and honestly, I'm ready for bed, because I also have to be up early tomorrow. I am checking out. I was only supposed to be here for a night. I don't really have much time to like enjoy the hotel, so I want to wake up early tomorrow so that I can really enjoy the time that I have left in the hotel, and obviously my time left in Manchester before I go back home tomorrow to Bradford. It's funny because this was supposed to be like my birthday weekend vlog. It's now Monday technically, and I've not vlogged any part of my birthday because literally I've just spent the whole time enjoying it rather than picking up the camera to vlog. Yeah, so Friday on the 14th was my birthday, Valentine's Day. So in the morning I literally worked from around like 8 till just before 12, and after that I went to get waxed by my beautician, and then the idea was to actually get my hair done, but I didn't have much time. I had to meet my friend in Manchester for around 6, and I knew that like getting my hair done could take a while, so I decided to postpone it. As you can see, my hair's still not been done. It's still looking like a rat's tail basically. In the evening I travelled to Manchester. I stayed for 2 nights at my friend's house in Bolton. So I stayed with her Friday night and Saturday night, and then this afternoon I travelled back to Manchester, and I had booked into this hotel. So the hotel where I'm staying is called the Hyatt Regency. It's literally just near Oxford Road in Manchester. It took me a really long time to figure out where I wanted to stay, but I'd seen like really good reviews for this hotel, and I wanted to stay somewhere nice, somewhere where I could like relax and enjoy myself. I also saw reviews talking about how good their breakfast was, so I'm really looking forward to trying their breakfast tomorrow. Well, in the morning when I wake up. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to sleep, and when I wake up I will do a full tour and review of this hotel. Because I do tend to travel quite a bit, I do stay in a lot of different hotels, so it's always good to like review hotels for anyone that's wanting to travel. Manchester is obviously a very popular city even for people who are outside of the UK. It's quite a great hotel from what I've seen so far, even though I've not really had much time to explore it. I only just got here a few hours ago, so the idea is to sleep and then I can do that in the morning. I'm really looking forward to the breakfast because breakfast for me is a really big thing when it comes to booking hotels, and also gym, spa facilities. I'm not sure if this hotel actually has spa facilities. I know that it has a gym, but we'll have to see about spa facilities and things like that in the morning, so I will catch up with you in the morning. Okay, so this is the breakfast spread at the hotel, and as you can see, they pretty much have everything you could possibly want for a full English breakfast. I was actually really surprised at the variety of foods that they had. Hummus, baba ganoush, they've got salsa, they've got smoked mackerel, and as you can see, they also do offer halal meat. You can see there's halal beef here, and we've got avocado, which you can add onto your toast if you feel like. They also have lots of different types of fruits and yogurts, overnight oats, muesli, anything else that you fancy, including this carrot juice which I'm trying out here. It was okay. And then if you have a gluten intolerance, they do have like a gluten-free corner which has cereals, granola. This hotel's quite good because they have like food for every different type of dietary requirement. I found that they just pretty much had something for everyone, and I felt like I was kind of spoiled for choice. As you can see here, I'm just tucking into my full English breakfast, which I was enjoying, and then I'm having this yogurt bowl with a berry compote and granola and some nuts and healthy goodness, just making sure to get in a good amount of protein and a good amount of energy because I wanted to have a good workout in the hotel gym, which you'll see next. So we are now in the hotel gym, and I thought I'd give you a quick tour of the place. So you can see they've got a sink, towels, and they've got cups which you can fill up with filtered water. Got different types of weights which don't go up too heavy, to be honest. We've got a massive mirror, some great decor, including some signed t-shirts. Then we've got different types of exercise machines, including the famous Peloton bikes, which is quite cool. Don't see that too often in these types of hotel gyms. Then we've got the Stairmaster, which is a key piece of equipment for any gym, and of course the treadmill. Then on the far side, we've got some more exercises that you can do to target different areas of the body. As you can see, this gym is quite big for a hotel gym. You've got lots of space to move around. You've got lots of mirrors so you can see what you're doing, and you can pretty much target every core muscle group, which is great. And as you can see, it's also close to the University of Manchester, so it's in a great location. Okay, so this is the bathroom. So we have big mirror here, we have a small magnified mirror, sink, all of my beauty products over here. This hand wash and the skin lotion together are incredible. When I check out, I need to ask them like where they got this from, because I've never heard of this brand. I don't know if this is like a brand that's specific to hotels, but I've never seen this brand in any hotels before. So underneath the sink you have your towels. Obviously I've already used that one. So you actually get two of these. One there and then one here. The toilet, 2 lots of toilet roll. I'm guessing that depends on how long you're staying here as well, but obviously they clean the room every day. Bin there, tissue box. They've got like a vanity kit, shower cap, which I'm actually going to use now to have a shower. In this hotel you can actually have in-room treatments, and then this is basically the price list. Obviously it's not cheap, it is the Hyatt Regency where I'm staying after a while. It's fairly expensive, so just bear that in mind. And of course we have the star of the show, which is the bath. I did show how it fills up and this was actually amazing. This shower head is actually crazy how much water comes out of here. I'll actually put it on in a second just so that I can show you. And then that shower head, the kind of spray that comes out of it is like so fine. It feels so good when you're having a shower, because I had one yesterday before I had a bath. And again, you've got the same products that you've got next to the sink. And in terms of actually putting on the shower and everything, you have like these adjustments. So there's water coming out here now, and then I just twist it back. This is actually the temperature. Just say 38 there, so that's the temperature. If we turn it the opposite way, then the water comes out on the top. And this one actually helps the water to come out of here for the bath. Put it on. There's water coming out. I switch it off. There we go. No complaints from me, because the water temperature in this hotel is very hot. So you can have a very comfortable bath or shower in here. I requested for a bath for this room so that I could obviously soak after a really long day that I had. If you want to have a bath or a shower in your room, you can request it when you book your room online. What I did was call them beforehand, before booking, because I didn't want to book it and then I end up getting a shower and then obviously not being happy with the room. So I called them and I told them that I wanted a bath in the room, and then they were like, okay, we'll see what we can do. You have to book it online and then we can reserve you a room with a bath. So I booked it online, called them back, and they were like, yeah, that's fine, it's no problem, we've sorted it. So the service in this hotel is really, really good, because some hotels wouldn't reserve a room specifically for you, especially if you've not paid more. I just pay the standard rate for this room. I didn't pay anything extra. So yeah, that's the bathroom. I'm not sure if you can actually see how big this bed is, but it's huge. This bed could literally fit up to 4 people. It's pretty much like 2 double beds put together, so it's like a king size bed. And you've got a nice little frame there, 2 bedside tables with a lamp for reading. This side we have TV with a desk lamp, chair, bin. We have like this little area where you can sit and work from, or even just sit and chill. When I got out of the shower, I did wear this robe and it was really comfortable. The room does come with your hairdryer, teas, coffee. There is a fridge down there as well. And then we have a full floor length mirror, which is really handy so that I can see my outfit. So let's just do an outfit check. Wearing this blazer from ASOS. Trousers are from Zara, but they are old and we're boycotting. They are from New Look. And then we have your wardrobe, which is actually lighted. So when you open this lights up. So I've got my coat in there, which I need to take out, but you do get your dressing robe. There are slippers. I did take mine out, but there were another pair of slippers there. You've got your in-room safe. You've got little kits to sort yourself out. You've got an iron there, which is handy, even though I didn't get a chance to use it. I don't know if I got a room with this view specifically, or if it was just because the rooms with the bathtubs have this kind of view, but the view of Manchester from here is actually unreal. Let me show you. Just look at that. How stunning is that? Like, you can literally see most of the major buildings from here. And obviously we are on Booth Street, so just off of Oxford Road. You've got Manchester Met Uni there. You've got other buildings here. And you need to see what it looks like at night. I did take some content on my Snapchat, which I'll insert so you can have a look.
A few moments later.
I am wrapped up in a blanket right now because it's bloody freezing. I literally got back from Manchester a few hours ago and I thought Manchester was cold, but I feel like Bradford's even colder. That's why I'm wrapped up in this cozy blanket that I've got from Primark. I've had this since uni days. Honestly, this is my saviour whenever it's cold. Also, let's address the elephant in the room. The elephant being my hair. Not me. Obviously, as you can see, my hair's looking different because I finally managed to get it cut. It's been a long time coming, to be fair. The ends were super dead and thin and just like straggly. When I tell you yesterday, when I washed my hair, the amount of hair that came out, God, I should have filmed it actually because it was just a ridiculous amount of hair. And I knew that, okay, I can't keep going with my hair the way that it currently is because it's falling out a lot. So I decided once I got back into Bradford from Manchester, I would just go to the usual hairdresser that I go to get my hair done, because sometimes I come out of there satisfied, sometimes I come out of there thinking, oh, they probably could have done a better job. I do feel like this is one of those times where I'm thinking, could have done a better job. To be fair, when I came back from my appointment, I went over my fringe. I wasn't completely happy with the way that the fringe was sat, but I feel like when I'm in the salon and they're asking me like, do you like it? I did like it when I was in the salon, but then when I came out, my fringe just naturally fell to the side anyway. So I was like, okay, you know what? If it's gonna fall to the side, it's gonna fall to the side. Let's not force it to do something it doesn't want to do. So I got the straighteners out and I tried to like flick it to the side. I don't really think I've done a good job. Not very good at hair, to be fair. That's why I never really do anything exciting with my hair. This is the most exciting thing I've done with my hair in probably around a year. This is what it's looking like. What he did was he gave me a fringe. Like I said initially, the fringe was supposed to be in the center, but now it's on the side because my parting naturally falls on the side. So when I came home, I kind of repositioned it with my straightener because it wasn't looking great in the middle and it just kept falling to the side anyway. So I was like, you know what, let's not force this fringe to do something it doesn't want to do. I think it's gonna take a bit of time for me to get used to this. Whenever I get a fringe after a while of not having had a fringe, it takes me some time to get used to, and then afterwards I'm fine with it. I wanted to get something done that was different to what I had before, and this is definitely different to what I had before. What I had before looked like a rat's tail basically. I had layers put in at the front, I don't know if you can see, but like my shortest layer is about there. Bear in mind the fact that he's curled it, so that's why my hair looks shorter, but it's not actually this short. When you do curl your hair kind of bounces up naturally, so you do end up losing a little bit of length. This is one of the shortest layers on this side. He curled my short layers, which is probably what I wouldn't have done myself personally, because you can see how it all bunches up here. Personally, I would have just like curled the bottom parts of my hair just slightly. I didn't want a super curly blowout look. I basically wanted it to look like an actual blow dry, but I wanted him to go over the ends with a curl or a straightener so that it would hold the curl better, because in my hair I feel like it just doesn't hold curls that well. Also, going over my hair with a straightener usually makes it more smoother because I do have textured hair naturally. So the layers are cut all the way around and at the front as well. He blended my fringe in with the layers. This is a little bit short for me, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm just waiting for the curls to drop out so that I can see what it looks like without the curls, because this is not really how I would style my own hair on a normal day. I really don't style my hair, I literally just leave it natural because I don't like to apply too much heat to my hair after having my hair damaged so much from like styling and dyeing as well, because believe it or not, at one point I was a redhead and that really destroyed my hair. We definitely need these curls to drop out because right now they're looking so bunched up. I look like Miss Piggy. Yeah, it's not that bad to be fair. My hair looks good. I like it. Definitely a huge improvement. So I'm not gonna complain. Gosh, now this is gonna get in my face and it's gonna really annoy me. Because whilst I was away, I didn't actually enjoy a sweet treat. Even though my sister offered me some cupcakes. I'm not a massive cupcake person to be fair. So I decided not to indulge in those cupcakes. But what I am indulging in now, let me just show you. I ordered myself this delicious Ferrero Rocher cheesecake, and of course I had to get it with ice cream. That ice cream's starting to melt though. I'm gonna eat this, enjoy it, because I didn't get to enjoy any cake on my birthday. Bloody hell. There we go. I'm gonna chuck into this cheesecake and let me show you it because it looks delightful. This is actually my mum's favourite cheesecake and it's from Gelato Passion in Bradford. We've ordered desserts from here quite a few times. Honestly, the prices are really good because there's so many other dessert places that are super expensive, but this one, you just can't go wrong. Like if you want to order desserts for the whole family, this is a place to order from. I've not actually tried it before, so I want to see what the hype is all about. I just want to see how soft it is. Oh yeah, it's soft. Oh, it's got some chocolate inside it as well. Nice. So I think it's now the 26th of Feb. We are now getting towards the end of the month, and as you can see, I've literally got dressed. This is very unusual for me because I'm always in my pajamas or in like casual clothes, never dressed up, hardly ever wear makeup. But today I decided to wear makeup, get myself ready, look half decent and presentable, just to kind of make myself feel better because I am currently on my period, but I am towards the end of it now, so I'm feeling great to be fair. But because I was suffering from pains for quite a while, I wasn't really able to leave the house, so I was literally working from my bed, working from my desk at home. I wasn't really being as productive as I could be, and also with the weather and it being cold and everything else, I just haven't had a chance to leave the house. And to be fair, as much as I wanted to leave the house, with it being cold here in the UK, I just didn't end up leaving the house because especially when you're on your period, being out in the cold can actually make your pains worse. So I decided not to go out for those days. So I've been inside. I think I'm lacking some vitamin D. I think I'm lacking just some energy overall, lacking motivation as well, to be fair, I'm not gonna lie. But now that the weather is getting a little better and the sun has decided to come out, I thought why not get ready and actually go and work from a cafe. So that's the actual plan today. I'm gonna be working from a cafe. I'm very much looking forward to it. I really did not need to do all of this makeup, but I just want to feel good about myself because I've not been feeling too great about myself over the last month or so. There's just been a lot going on as usual, but I have a lot to do, and for some reason whilst working at home I'm not getting through what I need to get done. So I thought why not give myself a change of environment and see if that makes a difference, because it has done in the past. Even though I don't often work from like other locations, I do usually just work from home, but it gets boring. I kind of start feeling a bit lonely. I'm quite a sociable person. I like to be around other people, even if I'm not interacting with them or talking to them. I just like to be around other people that are not family or people that I'm around constantly. I've even done my hair as well. I have curled it. I'm feeling myself, I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling confident, and I feel like when you feel confident, it shows. Confidence shows in every aspect of your life and your work, and I'm not the kind of person that relies on makeup or dressing up to make myself feel confident or better about myself, but it's always nice every once in a while to get dressed up, feel good about yourself, not be a lazy slob, looking like a couch potato, and actually just try and get work done whilst you're feeling good about yourself. Like, who doesn't want that? I definitely do. Also, I'm not going to be taking my phone with me to this cafe because I think my phone's been a big distraction for me over the last few days, and like I said, I have a lot of work to get done, so switching things up a bit by leaving my phone at home. Hopefully there's no emergencies. I mean, really, I'm the last person to call when there's an emergency anyway. It's now like just gone past 2, so I do need to get going, see how many hours of work I can get done from this cafe, then I'll be home in time for dinner probably. My aim is to get my editing done. It's just been piling up and I really do need to get it done because it's now starting to stress me out because of how much there is left to do. I'm manifesting that I'm gonna have a productive day, even though it is already quite late, but it's not late enough to make a difference in my day. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna stay in this cafe. If I feel really productive, I'll stay for as long as I can. If I feel like after a few hours my energy's lagging, I might just come home. This is still something that I'm testing out. Working from cafes has never really been a thing for me, but obviously working from home gets quite boring, so you do need to switch it up every now and then. I'm really hoping that I can make this work for me because I do need something that's different to me working from home constantly every day. So let's try it out. But anyway, I'll catch up with you once I'm back. So it's now the evening and I'm back at home, and as you can see I'm in my pyjamas and my dressing gown because that's literally what I get into as soon as I get home, especially with it being cold. Like, me sitting in casual clothes or like being dressed up and sitting at home, no, it's a big no for me. I need to be comfortable. I just had dinner and I realised that I have quite a bit to catch you up on. So the first thing is I've actually started working with a client. I'm not sure why why I'm telling you this now, and I didn't decide to tell you this at the beginning of the month. I think there was just so much going on at the beginning of the month that I didn't even get a chance to really pick up my camera and update you on what was going on. So at the end of last month, I kind of partnered up with someone who I met through LinkedIn. One of his friends' wives has a brand. They were looking for someone to manage their social media ads. This guy that I teamed up with, he basically approached me and said that, look, I don't specialize in social media, you do. I may potentially have a client for you, but I want to work together on this. So I said, okay, I'm not going to say yes. I want to have a look at the account first and have a conversation with the owner. So that's what we did at the end of last month in January. We actually jumped onto a call with them and I asked everything I needed to ask. And one of the reasons why I decided to go ahead with it, even though it wasn't really the kind of business I was looking for initially, was because I felt like there was a lot of potential. Also because it's been a little bit of time since I've run any e-commerce ads, I felt like it was good experience to get me back into the swing of things. I also felt like they themselves had the right attitude in terms of moving forward. They didn't have unrealistic expectations. I wouldn't want to work with any business owners who have very high standards and unrealistic expectations, especially when they're not paying for that quality of service. In terms of what I'm getting paid and in terms of the amount of work that I'm having to do, it's obviously not what I was looking for. However, it's a great opportunity because I can already see potential in the brand and opportunities to grow with them. I've come on board as like an agency partner or subcontractor, so because the work is 50-50 split across my agency but also his agency, it's not my agency who's delivering the service. It's kind of been white labeled to me almost. I'm the one who's doing the work, but it is a 50-50 split between the other agency. I've decided to do it for the experience really, so we are working with them initially for 3 months and then we're going to see how things go. So far things are going great. I mean, within the first couple of weeks we were able to get them sales. It's been almost a month now and we're making good progress already. I've even surprised myself at the kind of results that we've got them. So I'm quite happy with the way things are going. They're quite good to work with as well. They're quite positive people. So it's nice that in terms of the first client that we brought on board this month is an easygoing one. I just obviously have to see how it's going to be like working with them continuously for 3 months or more. And I'll make a decision after the 3 months as to whether it's worth for me to carry on working with them. Right now, my goal is to just keep going, get them good results, under promise and over deliver, because I want to be realistic to myself as well in terms of what I can achieve, and I don't want to overdo myself. Obviously I want to get them great results, but my strategy in life has always been under promise and over deliver, because if we over deliver we exceed their expectations, which is always a good result for the client. Like I said, things are going great by getting them sales, so it's promising. At the beginning of running any kind of ads, things can be a little bit slow, so we did have that at the start, but then things started to pick up quite quickly, to be fair. We seem to be on a good roll. I've been working very hard on their ads, putting the content together, coming up with a strategy. I've literally done everything myself. We did have a video editor who did like one piece of content just so that I could see what his editing style was like. But even then, that video ad was scripted by me, it was put together by me. All he had to do was just put the clips together and edit them. But I literally chose which clips to put in where. It's obviously difficult at this moment in time because there's a lot of work that's required and it's only me that's doing it. Ideally, I need support from the other side, which is what I need to have a conversation with him about, because doing it all on my own is not what I signed up for. In terms of doing this work, for me it's worth it because, like I said, I get the experience, I get to push myself as an ads manager, put social bait at the forefront of advertising, because right now businesses are paying thousands and thousands to advertise on Facebook, and these ads are running on both Facebook and TikTok. I definitely have more experience running meta ads than I do TikTok. It's been a while since I've run TikTok ads. I want to say maybe even almost 2 years, but I've managed to pick things up quite quickly, and I know that I still have so much more to learn. Obviously we just have to try and ensure that we get them a good return on ad spend, which is the main metric we measure when it comes to ads. So that's the main thing I wanted to update you on, was that we have an ads client, which is a good way to start start the year. I always want to look at working with brands that have potential and have the right attitude, and they do. My goal is to keep growing the agency, keep taking on more clients. Right now, it's going to be me doing the work and obviously outsourcing it wherever I need to. This work, because it's not being delivered by my agency, it's being delivered by the other agency. He's got his own contractors and editors and stuff on board. But for my own clients, I will have my own team. So at some point this year, I will be putting together a team of people to outsource the work to, but also a team of people that will work with one another to get projects completed, to get accounts managed, etc. I'm looking forward to this year. I just have a really good feeling that this year is going to be a good year, inshallah. You know, everything is in Allah's hands, and I can just sit here and pray that things go well and do everything on my end to make sure things do go well. Definitely don't want to have the same scenario as last year. In terms of what I got for my birthday, I didn't get myself anything. I would say my gift was paying for the hotel where I stayed at, the Hyatt Regency in Manchester. Really nice hotel, by the way. Would highly recommend it. I got money, so my mum gave me money and my sister gave me money, and that was it. I didn't really get anything else. The card that my sister got me, this card literally sums me up perfectly. And if you know me, you know that I love my desserts. This card literally has every type of dessert that you can think of. Obviously, cheesecake is my favourite kind of dessert. Cupcakes as well. Cookies. Not a massive fan of Rocky Road or macaron, however you want to say it. Victoria Sponge, yes. Donuts, not really. Apple pie, not really. But cheesecake, always and forever. They really outdid themselves on this card. I'm not a massive birthday card person, but this one I'm definitely going to keep. So another thing I forgot to mention is it is the 26th of February, which means we are at the end of the month pretty much, which also means that Ramadan is literally in a couple of days. It might be either on the 28th or the 1st of March. We don't know yet. I'm really looking forward to it. Like, Ramadan for me is my favourite time of the year. It's a time to just wind down, become more spiritual, become the best version of yourself that you can be, abstain from bad habits and sins and things that actually don't add value to your life, and just focus on the things that matter. During this time, I do kind of try to focus less on work and focus more on like worshipping, because this time of the year only comes around once and it's such a sacred time for us as Muslims. So I do kind of take a step back. For example, I won't be posting content on social media. I'd rather be like worshipping and doing good acts to get more reward and not think about anything else that's external, and just work on, you know, the kind of person I am in here. It's come around so quick. This year in itself is just going by so quick. I'm not mad at it, to be fair.